Hello and welcome to my channel. I just wanted to do another YouTube video on using Game Bar when you're recording and doing a YouTube video. And right now I am using Game Bar to record this video. And I have images open. So you need to have a document, a web page, an image, or something like that open before you start recording. On my laptop, the keyboard shortcut is to press the image of the windows on the bottom left simultaneously with the letter G to open the game bar to record. And this is what I see. You can see it on my screen, and then there's a circle in the left-hand corner. So this is what I need to do in order to record. If I just have my desktop open, then I cannot record using Game Bar. And I'm going to show you some different things using the Game Bar so you can become familiar with it. This right here is to take a screenshot, and this is, I've zoomed in and done an image so you can see that. So this is a way of taking a screenshot if you have Game Bar open. Mousing over each one will show you what they are along with the keyboard shortcuts for each. So I've moused over that, and then I took a picture of it with my cell phone because I can't take a screenshot. I usually take a screenshot using just clicking print screen on my laptop. So, and I wasn't able to do it that way, so I just used my cell phone and took a picture, and so I could show you some of these things. So, and this is what I click on right here in order to begin the recording, and this shows up on the left-hand side of my screen so that you can also see the screen. The keyboard shortcut, it's a little fuzzy, but it's the Windows plus the Alt plus the R. You have to press them all simultaneously. And you do that as well to stop recording. So, and I recommend that you create a list of keyboard shortcuts so that you know them by heart, because it may not be open and you might be, oh, how do I stop recording it? And if you practice using a keyboard shortcut like every day, choose to memorize one keyboard shortcut, then you'll have them all down and you'll know how to use it, hopefully. So, and this one right here, you can see where it says show all captures underneath it. And this one shows up on my left, and you can move those around. These are called widgets. I usually call them little menu bars because I'm used to calling them little menu bars, but they're widgets and you can move them around. And on to the next one. So, capture status, and this is what, after I press record, on the top right hand side of my laptop, capture status appears along with a timer showing that the recording has begun and how much time has elapsed. When I want to stop the recording, I will click on that white square that is inside of the blue circle on the upper right hand side. After I stop recording, a temporary blue rectangle that's about the same size as this capture status will appear lower on the right hand side, and it says game clip recorded, and then I click on that before it disappears to see how my recording turned out. I can also press the Windows and G to open the game bar again, and underneath the left top it'll say show all captures, which I can click to open previous recordings. I can select to open the file location if I wish to copy the recording and paste it into a file on my desktop to find it easier. I try to save my recordings in 2 or 3 different external drives so that I don't lose them. I may have an external hard drive, I may have a USB drive, and then I might save them in those locations, because sometimes my USB drive will break off in my computer and I'm like, oh no, I just lost everything I saved onto it. And so I need to have it in different locations. And you can also save them in the cloud as well. You may want to keep the drives in an area with a list of what is on each one so that you can locate them easier, because you might have so many different ones and you want to have them organized. Sometimes you're in a hurry and you're trying to save everything off your laptop because you're something's wrong with your laptop and it's not charging correctly, and that's really not a good time to do it because it's hard to get everything. And this one is for taking a screenshot, and you can use that to take a screenshot of the game and play. Um, I I don't usually play a lot of games, and I like to just press print screen on the upper right hand corner. But you can see the keyboard shortcut if somebody's playing and you want to take a screenshot of that really quick so that you can save that. There's the keyboard shortcut, and it automatically saves all the images, I believe. So you can go to show all captures where you'll be able to find the image. And you might be able to actually paste it into a document as well, or paint from doing that, just like you do print screen, but I'm not sure. So don't quote me on that one. So this is a microphone, and just like I said, this shows up on the left-hand side of my screen and next to the record button. And this is a keyboard shortcut for turning off the mic. It's an M, so M for mic. That's easy to remember. Hold down the Windows along with the Alt button, which is on my laptop. They're right next to each other, and then the M button simultaneously. So it's like clicking mute on the phone. You can click there, like someone walks in the room and you want to say, hey, I'm recording, or they start talking. You want to click mute really quick and say, hey, I'm recording, or hey, can you stop playing that song and listening to it while you're walking through because it's copyrighted and I can't have it in the background noise of my recording. And so whatever reason you might want to mute it, you can do that quickly. And it may be easier to click that quickly instead of trying to dub out the sound later, or having to lose the recording or the copyright to it, or trying to redo the recording later. People have a lot of reasons for needing to know this option. So make sure you know this shortcut, make sure you write it down, practice using this, because you never know. Hey, maybe a siren starts going by, a dog starts barking, somebody starts knocking on the door. In my neighborhood, the cow might start mooing really loud. The dogs will start barking. My husband will start talking. You just never know what's going to happen. So you just need to be able to mute the recording all of a sudden, because you'll be all into it and all recording, and you've got like a half an hour on it. You've been working on it so long, and you've got just the way you want it. That's always when it happens, is when everything is perfect. So you just want to mute that for a minute, and then you can just turn it back on, and you'll see a line through it when you use it. So, and then also on the capture status on the right hand side, you can also turn the mic off from there, and it'll have a line through it as well. It shows a line through both of them. On my laptop, it's on the left and the right hand side. So that's two different ways to do it. And I would probably prefer to use this because I like to see the capture status. I don't like clicking outside of the capture status, because in the capture status, I don't know, I feel like it might disappear. Even though I have it pinned, it's right there and I can see it now. But I don't know, it seems like something always happens. Okay, and this right here, clicking on the widget menu, and you can see this is called the widget menu, and the game bar will open a menu beneath it with stars to the right so that you can open the widgets you choose and drag them where you want them. You can even have some widgets open while playing, such as Spotify or the record widget. You can take a little time, familiar yourself with these, and get to know how they work, because you might want to pin some of these widgets on so that they're right there and you can see them while you're playing or recording. And I only have the record one open so I can see that one, so that I can see the time elapsing. I don't like the other ones that just seems like they're in the way of my view. This is the audio one. You can see the line underneath it is blue. Clicking on the audio will show the audio menu bar or widgets on the screen. You'll see a thumbtack image on the menu bar or widget that shows on the screen. Pressing that thumbtack will pin it onto your screen. If you wish to unpin it, then you can just click the thumbtack again. You will notice that there is a blue line under the image of the speaker. So you can see the lines on the speaker. You can tell my speaker is on, should be working. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's all muted and there's no sound and I have no idea why, and I have to go back and do it all again. And I don't like that. And if you're doing it in a game, you don't want to lose the game, so then you have to dub over the sound if you've lost the sound. And it can be a pain. And this is a capture one, and you can see it's underlined because it's on. And this is shows up in the left-hand side on mine because that's where I have it. I haven't changed it. Clicking capture here will make it'll cause the capture menu or widget. I don't know why I have make cause together, but it has a capture menu or the widget to appear or disappear from this desktop screen on my laptop. I like to see it and to click on the record button instead of using the keyboard shortcut, which probably isn't a good habit to have. And I also like to be able to click show all captures to easily find my previous recordings, to play it back, to check the quality and the sound. Always check the quality and the sound all the way through, even if you fast forward here and there to go through it to make sure there's sound before you upload it, because it may not be there sometimes. Something may happen. And this is a performance, and it's a fuzzy picture, but clicking here will have the performance menu or widget show up on my desktop, showing the CPU, which is the central processing unit, the GPU, which is the graphics processing unit, the RAM, which is the random access memory, the FPS, which is the frames per second, and the VRAM, which is a video random access memory. I don't know if that actually shows there, but it says it does. Anyway, there are various things that you can do to improve your performance, such as checking to see if you have other apps running that you can close. And right here, clicking resources will show a list of applications running in the background that are using your resources, and will show how much of your resources they're using, such as your CPU, your GPU, your RAM. See, Google was using 44% of my RAM. And if you want to shut one down, you can click the X over to the right of the application, and then say it'll ask you if you want to end that task, and then you can end that task to free up some of your RAM to help your performance. So settings. So you click on settings, you'll see a menu pops down, and under settings you will find settings such as your general settings, your shortcut settings, your accounts, widget menu settings, personalization settings, and other settings. It's a good place to find the list of keyboard shortcuts. Maybe you want to change your keyboard shortcuts. That's where you do it. Or if you want to change it back, or selecting to have tips pop up for you, because sometimes it's a good idea to have tips pop up for you when you go to start, and that way you can read it. Oh, that's a good tip. Oh, I'm sick of tips. I don't want to see them no more. You'll go under settings to change that. So hope that helps you. And here's where you stop recording. It's under the capture status on the upper right hand corner, and that white square that's in that blue circle that's outlined in white. So anyway, I'm hoping that helps you. So that should be everything that I wanted to cover in this video. And like I said, you might want to make a list of the keyboard shortcuts to keep near you and just learn each one, because you don't want to be looking at the list all the time. But if you're stuck in something and you want to stop recording and you don't remember how to stop recording, having a list near you will help you. And you want to take the time and familiarize yourself with all of these different options before you do a recording. Just go over it and get to know it. And so anyway, I'm hoping this video helps somebody so that you can easily record a video just by using your game bar on your computer. So anyway, thank you for watching my video. I have a very small channel, and I appreciate greatly all of my viewers, and have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.